Many of the most highly respected British Victorian painters, including Frederic Leighton, Albert Moore, John William Godward, and Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema, were utterly smitten with a highly sensualized imaginary vision of ancient Greece and ancient Rome. I say imaginary because, like the Orientalist painters before them, many of them had never even visited the regions they were depicting. We're really talking not about history paintings so much as paintings of a sort of reimagined country of mind, more about public baths and shiny, beautifully patterned marble and exquisite draped fabrics and subjects, mostly women with an astonishing amount of time for languorous repose. But there is something hypnotic and really quite lovely about that imagined world, the blue-green, luminescing Mediterranean so often in the background. And it is such a world apart from the highly regulated and censored and often grimy world of Victorian England. Among the painters, there are so many images of ancient poets performing or singing their works with the audience utterly mesmerized by the song. I find these paintings fascinating, both for the literary subject, but also for the degree of enchantment visible in the faces of the audience, because in a way, it pictures what happens to the painters themselves. Here we see the young poet Sappho mesmerized by the song of a fellow poet, Alcaeus of Mytilene, as he plays the kithara and sings. The painters all read a lot in Greek and Roman writers, but they read selectively, focusing on the stark, minimal yet intensely sensual poems of Sappho, or the erotic strains of Ovid's Amores, or the hypersexual poems of Catullus, and that particular quality of enchantment is everywhere brought alive in their paintings. And so we will begin with this painter, Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema, who, though thought of as British, was like so many of the greatest painters, was born and received his early education in the Netherlands before moving to England and becoming deeply involved with the British art scene. His early history paintings focused mostly on Egyptian antiquity, but then in 1863 he took a trip to Pompeii, and ever after, the reimagined worlds of ancient Greece and Rome seized his imagination and dominated his paintings. This is Alma-Tadema's masterful painting, The Women of Amphissa. The women laying on the hard marble floor are gradually waking from passing out after their long night of Bacchic revelries, for they are maenads, or followers of the god of wine and wildness and all-night dancing Dionysus. The women have arrived unexpectedly in the town of Amphissa and are vulnerable in their slumbers. So the women of Amphissa have come together in the late hours to form a protective watch over the slumbering dancers. It is one of Tadema's final paintings, and I think it's a masterpiece. Does one woman look a little different in deportment from the other townspeople? Yes, for the model is Tadema's wife, also an accomplished painter. So here in high-resolution images in 4K is a tour of the ancient world through the gorgeous and sensual imagination of Alma-Tadema. Videos on Frederic Leighton, Albert Moore, John William Godward, and others will follow in the next few days. So if you are enjoying this one, please like and subscribe so you are sure not to miss them.